afternoon, everybody. A warm welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon. And a little bit rainy out there, but that's okay. We're here to help you today, buyers or sellers. We wish you the very best in your endeavours here today as well. My name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings, but I've got an outstanding team that work with me. First of all, I've got Robin looking after technology, and you've seen just the way she's looked at me at the corner of her eye like that, as if to say, don't you dare. It's her birthday today. So Alright, the rest of the team on the bottom of the screen there, folks. We've got all 5 of them up there today. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction. One of the team will step in and give you the opportunity to continue negotiating with our sellers here today. The reason that we're going to do that for you today, folks, you are a very elite group of people, and that is, of course, the cash unconditional buyers. Now, there's a lot of buyers out there not in the fortunate position that you are here today. They're what we call conditional buyers. If I close the auction, those conditional buyers can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does give you a situation where you are likely to go into what we call a multiple offer. So we're going to give you the cash buyers first opportunity to buy the properties here today, and we'll press on from there. Documentation, well, the Buyers and Sellers Guide, that's been out since 2008. They are on the stand just outside of the auction room as you came in. They have been provided at the open homes and private inspections as well. Your bids today tell me that we've provided you that document, so let's go straight to the most important one, and that is, of course, the contract for sale being circulated in draft form, and finalised copies are also available in that same stand. But if there's been any additions, deletions, or amendments along the way, then I'll alert you to them when we get to the individual properties. So by way of any bidding today, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, and accept the terms and conditions that we bid under here today. But I will go back to the conduct of auction set out here on the front page. That's what you see up there in blue. Don't expect you to read that word for word either. 2 important points I just remind you about, folks. The first one, obviously your obligations. If the hammer does fall in your favour, then all you're required to do today prior to commencing any celebrations is, of course, sign the contract, and through the electronic transfer out there at reception, we can pay the deposit, which is just 10% of the purchase price here today, unless, of course, you've made any alternative arrangements. The other thing I just want to cover off with you folks for absolute 100% clarity, and that is end-all bidding. Under clause 2.5, I'm the only one that's authorised as the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of our sellers. The only time I will use a vendor bid is if I've only got one person participating in the auction and we are well below the seller's reserve price. It's simply a technique that I will use to work alongside you. You're not bidding against me, I'm bidding with you to get you to that negotiating platform, which, as I said, will be well below the owner's reserve price. I will disclose all vendor bids to you. So it's just that technique to help you get to that negotiating platform and see if we can help you purchase the property from there. At any stage you're not sure as to where the bid is, just ask me, and I'm more than happy to confirm exactly where it is and who's holding it, but I'm usually quite clear throughout the bid sequence. So I'm happy to answer any questions at this juncture, folks, before we press on to our first property, and I'll take the opportunity to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. Welcome along, folks, and we certainly enjoy and hope you participate here today. We've got some buyers that are bidding by telephone today, folks, and they're on the live stream, as are some of our vendors unable to be with us today. No questions? Right, let's move straight into it then. 67 Tauranga Road, marketed by Fran Harmon from our Papamoa office, was scheduled to be auctioned today, as was 120 Console Street up in Waihi, marketed by Brooke Edwards and Steve Cameron. Both of those properties have been sold prior to auction today here, folks. So there's a pretty good indication of what's happening in the marketplace now. We are seeing a little bit of an increase in activity, as witnessed by the numbers of you here today, which is great. And another indication of what's happening in the marketplace at the moment is our first property up this afternoon, number 21 Burn Street, marketed by Isaac Jacobs from our Gate Car office. This auction has been brought forward. The owner is in contract, and the auction's been brought forward to give everybody equal opportunity to purchase the property, so it's here to be sold today. I don't have any authorised telephone bidding on this property, so it's going to be entirely up to you here in the room. Just because the auction has been brought forward, it's here to be sold today. There will be no vendor bidding on this one, and I won't be refusing any bids either. So 21 Burn Street is the name, is the street address of the property. I would suggest that Isaac's Marketing, being the family fortress, that is a very fitting name to this particular home here in Burn Street. When we look at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 516 square metres of land, more or less is what you're purchasing here today, all described in the record of title SA 58B folio 212. Now, additional clause in the contract I just remind you of was just disclosure that the one of our vendors is actually a licensed salesperson with our company. So under the Real Estate Agents Act, we are obliged to advise you of that. So just making sure that you are aware of that. Isaac, settlement date 14th of November 2022, bit of flexibility around that. Any changes to the chattels list? A comprehensive chattels list too, I might add as well. So
no changes there.
No changes? No. So all as circulated there. So back to the property itself there, a bit of UK and European through clever design, concealing that laundry in the kitchen area. So quite a unique and clever design in there in that part of the home, and certainly a kitchen well appointed for catering for the family as well. Certainly a cosy home with the excellent heating for winter, and of course cooling in summer that's not too far away. You've got that the fireplace for the winter ambience in the open plan living area, and of course the heat pump as well. So my home, my castle has never been a more accurate statement with number 21 Burn Street. Like I said, the owner is in contract. We're here to sell the property today. I now invite any bids over $750,000. 300 the bedroom here. $750,000, folks. That's the level of the pre-auction contract that's signed. Inviting any bids over $750,000, perhaps a $5,000 rise. 2.5 single. I'll take anything you put forward, folks. I'll call it 3 times. Quickly. First call. Second. Third. Last opportunity, and I am done, finished, silence. Isaac being no further bids, I now declare the property sold at $750,000. Congratulations, of course, to our seller, congratulations to your buyer as well, Isaac, and they are going to have many, many happy memories here. Right, next property up, folks, 18 Regent Street, market by none other than Owen Phelps, certainly needing no introduction in the real estate market, been around a long time selling a lot of property. A fire in the house resulted in a complete rebuild of this property from the floor up, so basically, essentially, you're just getting an absolutely spick and span brand new home here at 18 Regent Street. The legal aspects of it, across lease freehold, all described in record of title SA 33B folio 525. Just a couple of extra clauses in the contract just to remind you of. The settlement date is 15 working days from the date of execution of the agreement, being of course today's date, or such other date as mutually agreed between both parties. Clause 23, the vendor is in the process of obtaining the code compliance certificate. How far down the track are we? Not too far away. Nice and handy. So the purchaser must settle on the property 5 working days after the vendor providing a copy of that code compliance certificate, or on the settlement date, whichever is the latter date. So a bit of flexibility around here. We know how things can get held up at council as far as that sort of thing is concerned. So that covers off your settlement date. Chattels, any other changes to what's in the chattels list there on? No, all as circulated as you see up there on the screen, though. So fully new, everything including new double glazed joinery right throughout the home here. Like I said, folks, it's almost you're almost buying a brand new home. Nice and freshly painted, neutral colours there, and that certainly enhances the light, bright interior spaces throughout the home as well. You don't get that claustrophobic feeling when you've got those nice bright spaces there, as you see there on the screen. There really is something about a new home, folks, and this one here, although it's been rebuilt from the floor up. You've got brand new everything. It's a place where you get to do all the first, because all the appliances and everything, all brand new, never been used before, so something very special indeed. The spacious indoors will lay link nice and easily with the large north-facing sunny deck there. Absolutely outstanding for entertaining or relaxing in those summer days that aren't too far away. Regent Street, of course, being a prime location, and I think the key to the success of being residing in Regent Street is Brookfield Shops not too far away, and certainly surrounded by reputable schooling facilities of good quality as well. So it's all about location, and it's all about something brand new for you here today, folks. So in your hands, I'll be happy to take a $700,000 start. 700 would certainly get me underway. I can assure you of that. I'm just here to work with you, the cash buyers here today, folks. I don't deal with the conditional buyers. I'll leave that to Owen and Kristen after the auction. First call now for cash interest, and happy to start you at 7. Don't buy it at that, but at least it will start me away. It's all right, folks. You don't have to hold your breath when I'm looking for an opening bid. Just breathe normally. It has to be genuine and 10. Second call now for a start, $700,000 even, representing value for money, excellent buying, particularly in this location, and brand spanking new. Third, final chance, in or outs. Obviously no cash here today. I'm going to close the auction, hand it back to you. I can tell you now, you better make sure that your fuel tank is chock-a block, because I think you're going to be a busy man on that property post-auction. So very much still available, but talk to Owen. So we're moving through the catalogue here this afternoon, folks. Next one up, Osprey Drive, another one of our salespeople needing no introduction, been around a long time selling lots of property, Chandasuri from our Cameron Road office. Now, before I go any further, folks, on this one, and confirm all the legal aspects and a few pearls of wisdom, you just need to be aware that Chanda has got a buyer completing some DD and due diligence, that is, and you've also got an offer ready to present to the vendors straight afterwards. So just making sure that you are aware of that. If you are in the position of cash, we'll give you first crack at it here this afternoon. 104 Osprey Drive, a modern single-level family home on that absolutely picturesque 1,987 square metres of land, more or less. All described in record of title, say 70D, folio 256, being a freehold estate, best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. Now, the Buddha statue in the garden doesn't stay. The owners are taking that with them, so just making sure that you are aware of that. 56 days from today's date is our settlement date. Bit of flexibility around there. Any other changes to the channels list apart from the Buddha statue? So the living area of the home, folks, it flows out to that covered deck to host those family gatherings all year round. As you see there on the screen, it's private, it's comfortable, it's warm, it's double glazed. Lots of things going for this home here, 104 Osprey Drive. Sunny and sleek open plan kitchen. You've got plenty of bench space throughout the home for you. Foodies to throw your pots and pans around. The family master chef, well, you're just going to relish their gourmet treats when they come out of this kitchen here. You've got space for the kids, pets, boat, camper van, motorhome, all those sorts of things will fit at this property nice and easily, and of course conveniently located to schools, shops and arterial routes as well. So without further ado, folks, I'll give you that opportunity to have first crack at it if you're in that position of cash. Otherwise, I'm just going to hand it straight back to Chanda, and she'll keep working with the buyer that's putting an offer forward. Not going to suggest any figures on this one. You set the benchmark. Where do we say go? First call for a start. Think about 1,987 square metres of land. Second call for a slice of paradise, a great family home. Third, last opportunity. Close the auction, hand it back to you, Chanda, to go and present that offer, and I'm expecting a text message from you. In fact, I'm going to give you until the end of the day today. Oh my God, no pressure. No pressure. Thanks, I want a text message from you telling me you've got that property under contract. Right, 241A Dixon Road, the next property in our catalogue for you this afternoon. Charlotte Gardner and Laura McRae from our Pat Mower has been presenting this property here in Dixon Road. The elevated positioning and a top top-notch location, grant this charming property an absolutely certain high spiritedness. So it really is one of those special ones indeed. It is a freehold estate, 341 square metres of land is all you need to look after, more or less. You really wouldn't want any more than that in a location like this because it is so handy to the beach. So all comprised and described in record of title SA60C folio 28. 20 working days, girls, is our settlement date. A bit of flexibility around that as with all our properties. Channels list, any additions, deletions, no changes there. So now the master, well, that comes with the addition of that walk-in wardrobe as well. So if you've got lots of clothes and that sort of thing, then if you're anything like my wife, you need a walk-in wardrobe. So you've got another pocket that holds potential as an extra storage area, perhaps a home office, say a hobby room or a dressing room if you so wish and you're looking for that sort of thing. So lots of extra space there. It's warm, it's inviting, it bathes in all-day sun, so creates a wonderful atmosphere through the home as well. Now the warmth is also enhanced by the very effective and ambient wood-burning fire in the place as well. Hopefully you won't need to be using that too much longer, but certainly there for you for next winter. So for a tranquil escape, neighbouring beach access, well that enables you to be on the beach in just a few minutes. So you see it there on the screen, you see the beach access right there, and you see the beach. So what a great place to be. Who wants to be there? You want to live there and have the enjoyment of this location? There's only one thing left for you to do, and that's to buy it today. Looking for an opening bid now? Where do we start? Where do we say go, guys? What do you reckon? First call for opening bid. Let's get us underway. Second, last chance for cash interest only. That's all I'm here to work with today. Obviously, no cash interest girls are going to close the auction. What sort of buying power? I mean, you know, with the past happenings in the likes of Dixon Road, then people would perceive this to be quite an expensive property. But I think the vendors are being very realistic. How much do we need to buy it, Lauren?
So cost is $735,000.
$735,000, folks. That's all you need to be able to reside at 241A Dixon Road. Be quick, because I'm absolutely confident when that price hits the market, these girls are going to be absolutely flat out. So auction is closed. Price now at $735,000. Thank you, girls. Right, another very desirable street. In fact, I can't remember the last time we auctioned a property in this street, Chris. They don't come up in this street very often. It's like a little enclave of very special properties in Woodham Street. Chris Royal from our Cherrywood office has been presenting this property at number 16 Woodham Street. That central automotive location is really what does it. And this is a property that's positioned very nicely on a family-sized section, and you've got the benefits of the pool as well. Freehold estate, 951 square metres, a good parcel of land for family living, more or less. All described in record of title SA1C folio 1405. 23rd of September 2022, Chris is our settlement date, with flexibility around that as always. Changes to the channels list? No, all that's circulated. So you've got the great water views over the Waikato estuary here from this place here. As you see there on the screen, just absolutely superb indeed. There's still some enhancements for you to stamp your mark, notably the deck that needs redoing, but that just gives you the opportunity to create what you want there. A lot of the hard and expensive work, well, that's already been done in a great refurbishment program that's been undertaken, producing a very comfortable and warm family ambience at 16 Woodham Street. You've got this fantastic family character home there. It is a superb location that's been admired by many people over the years. So your opportunity to reside in Woodham Street is right before your very eyes now. Who says go? What's your start quantum for this one? In case you didn't understand what I was saying, I'm looking for an opening. But who's like to start me away, guys?
900.
900 at $900,000. A little light, sir, but I do appreciate you bidding here at $900,000, and we'll travel in $50,000 rises from there in that sort of quantum. At 900 000, who makes it 950? Let's go there quickly. Who's second, third? Last chance to get it rolling along. I'll do it on behalf of the seller, then sir, at 950 with me. Even million, do I say for you? At a million, even million it is now. At $1 million it is at the back of the room there at $1 million even. Who says go go from here, carrying on there, you set the quantum at $1 million even, happy to take a 50 on top there. First call now, are we in or out? Second time, third. Last opportunity, I'm happy to go $1,050,000 on behalf of the seller there, sir, take me to 1.1. At $1,050,000 on behalf of our seller, take me to 1.1, sir, we'll give you the opportunity to continue discussions with the seller. At $1,050,000 it's with me at this point in time, just putting it into perspective, sir, at $1,050,000. Make it 75 then. So we make it $1,075,000. Too far away from my instructions at this juncture there, sir, I'm afraid. Can't help you at that sort of level. Need something on top. No prizes for second here. We're here to work with you in a position of cash. I can tell you now that Chris has got buyers that are expressing interest in the property. Confident you'll find yourself in a multiple offer afterwards. You don't want to go. You don't want to go there.
15.
No, 25. Still, I'm still. Needs to be $1,075,000. We're going to do better than this. It's an outstanding location, sir. Appreciate you, buddy. But I'm trying to help you here. Take it to $1,075,000, and I'll pause the auction and give you that opportunity to work with the seller at that level. At $1,075,000, thank you. Appreciate you working with me at $1,075,000. Man of my word, I am obliged to call it 3 times though. Once, twice, third, last chance at $1,075,000. Gordon, the bid's at the back of the room there with the gentleman at $1,075,000. Can you see if you can assist him, please? We're moving on, folks. 93A Grace Road. Owen Phelps, Kristen Coping, the ones on the job with this one as well. Certainly a very well positioned detached unit in an extremely popular avenue location. This property is what's commonly described as a cross-lease freehold. SA 16B, folio 1453, confirms all the legal aspects of it. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this one as well, folks, just making you aware of that. 15 working days on our settlement date, flexibility around that as always. Any other changes to the channels list? No additions, deletions there. Now the interior of this property, folks, has been nicely renovated to a good standard, including new paint, new carpet, so nice and fresh for you to move into. The compact 2-bedroom home, it offers you very comfortable living. You've got easy access to all the city amenities and attractions from Grace Road. That's why Grace Road is such a popular location, is the convenience and everything. You've got a good outdoor area with the roof for heaps of off-street parking. You've got room for the green fingers to get plenty of exercise as well. So a great option for you here. 93A Grace Road. Where would you like to start your way for this one? Is it going to be you on the floor or is it going to be our phone bidder? $550,000. Okay, no problems at all. At $550,000, I've got no option but to take $20,000 rises from there. At $550,000, make it $570,000 if you will. Let's get on the bike and pedaling now, folks. At $550,000, first call, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Happy to move alongside then at $570,000 now. At $570,000, it's with me at $570,000. Make it $590,000, will they? $570,000. Vendor bid at this juncture, folks. Get your buyer on the phone there, Kristen. $570,000, triple over the money. Looking for another 20 rides. Make it $590,000 if you will. Yeah? A few bargain hunters around today, have we? First call now. Second time. Third. Last chance for them to join us. Treat the property with respect. $590,000.
$580,000.
No, $590,000. With me on a vendor bid at $590,000. Moving it along into putting it into perspective on where it needs to be. At $590,000, I know we'll do better than that, better than this with the property here of this calibre in this location. At $590,000, take me through the threshold, make it $610,000 if you will. $590,000, are they in or out? Here's your opportunity here today, in that position of cash. First call now at $590,000, not taking anything less than a 20 at this juncture. Second time at $590,000. Third, last chance, by taking it through the threshold then on behalf of the seller, treating the property with the respect that it deserves at $590,000. We're now at $610,000. Vendor bid $610,000. Take a $10,000 rise from them if it's going to make them feel more comfortable. Make it $620,000. We'll give them the opportunity to discuss with the seller at that level. $610,000. Be clear, it's with me, vendor bid on behalf of our seller.
Away from my instructions at this juncture. In or out now. First call. Second time at $610,000. Third, last chance in or outs. Too far away from where we need to be. I'm going to close the auction here the next year on and do a bit more work to do. You're welcome. Right, moving on, folks. Number 4, we'll go to closest to the next one. Jan Bush, another one of our very experienced agents. Been around a long time working out of our Mount Maunganui office there. Has been marketing this property, the immaculate contemporary home built by ZB Homes in just 2018. It is a freehold estate, 448 square metres of land. There's your land holding here, being the best class of ownership you can buy. 777-173, the record of title number that confirms all the legal aspects. And just 14 days time, you can have your furniture truck. There's 14 days from today's date. You can have your
or any other date.
or any other date that's flexible. You can have your furniture truck back in the driveway and unloading your personal effects. It is a high-speed build that offers Bosch appliances, stone bench tops, glass tiled showers. It's got the heat pump, it's got the DBS system, and plenty more special attributes to the home as well. Beautifully positioned on that 448 square metre site, offering great indoor-outdoor flow from that open plan kitchen dining area, the living area that you see there on the screen there, on the outdoors there. Located in the Terrace View subdivision in a quiet cul-de-sac and surrounded by cycleways, timber boardwalks and open green spaces. What more could you ask for, Jan? Right? It's got everything going for it. So, all we need to do is find out who the new owner is going to be. That's what we're here to do today. Working with the cash interest in the first instance. Where do you say go? Looking for an opening bid now for 4 Coolgardie Close. First call for an opening bid. Second time for you to give us an indication, express your interest here today. Third, last chance, in or outs. Jen, I'm going to close the auction because there's obviously no cash here today, so we'll certainly have to disclose where do we need to be to buy this property. It's just a great option.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be sharply priced at $885,000.
$885,000, folks. That represents very, very good value for money. And like I've said to a couple of the other agents already today, Jan, make sure your fuel tank's full because I think when that price hits the market, you're going to be very busy. So good luck with that one. Right, moving through the catalogue here today, folks. Next one up, Charlotte Gardner, back up the front again. Been a very busy lady out there, working from our Panama office. 37 Dunkeld Drive is the property in question now. Now, again, as I mentioned in my preamble, in case you weren't here, we do have a lot of what we call conditional activity in the marketplace, and this property is one of them. Charlotte has already got an offer all prepared, ready to present to the vendor should the property not be sold in the next few minutes. So if you are cash buyers, then it's a simple week or week situation here. You've got the single level simplicity, modern day ease, they just team together nicely there in this property to create a very warm and welcoming home indeed. It is a freehold estate, 467 square metres of land, more or less. It's described in record of title 777-129. Now there was a clothesline added to the channels list, Charlotte. So you do get the clothesline. That's worthy of another bid as well. 95 days. Well, that's worthy of a better one as well. 95 days from today's date. A little bit of flexibility around that. Any other changes, additions, deletions there, Charlotte, always has circulated. Tried, tested, and practical configuration allows absolute seamless transition through this home, right throughout the home. You've got the kitchen, well, you've got that central living and the outdoor entertainment areas all linked nicely, and they are certainly poised to embrace maximum daylight hours throughout your lifestyle ahead as well. The L-shaped yard wrapping the home is obviously generously spacious. It holds fantastic entertainment potential as well. Now, when demand calls for supplies, well, we've got a wealth of choices all around your new home here at 37 Dunkeld Drive. So, in your hands, buyers, your opportunity to get in ahead of the offer that Charlotte's already got prepared, ready to present, but you need to tell me where you'd like to start bidding away. You need to work, as I mentioned before, on numerous occasions today. Repeatedly, week after week, I'm only here as an auctioneer to work with cash interest. First call. Second, silence all your conversations, don't they? Everybody seems to stop talking when an auctioneer calls for an opening bid. Third, last opportunity, in or out. Close the auction, hand it back to you, Charlotte. And again, I'm looking forward to my text message going off tonight from you telling me that you've got the property under contract.
Stand by.
Well done. All right, 25 Kingsley Road is the next one. Lester Mullen from our Waihi office has been working alongside Dynasty Holtz. Dynasty's unable to be with us today. She's still nursing a relatively newborn, so Lester's holding the fort there and been doing a great job on 25 Kingsley Road. An absolutely gorgeous lifestyle family home in a peaceful and private setting, and nice and convenient to town as well. If that's what you're looking for, folks, it will be hard to go past something like this at 25 Kingsley Road. Record of title SA 22D, folio 660, confirms the property as a freehold estate. 20,234 square metres of land is what's on offer here with this property, folks. So a wonderful parcel of land, and of course, a property of this calibre and this magnitude does attract GST. So I need to emphasise any bids today are plus GST, if any. Can't emphasise that enough, folks. All the other residential properties don't attract GST, but this one does. Your bids are plus GST, if any. A few clauses we just need to remind you of, folks, for your bidding confidence and clarity. First one, obviously, being the clause relating to the Waihi Gold Mine. Second one, clause 24, well, that relates to the purchase price allocation addendum. Clause 25, the fact that you've been recommended to seek professional advice regarding the tax treatment on the property. 26, the purchasers acknowledge and agree that the building consent and code compliance certificate has not been issued for the habitation of the implement shed or the utility room or the solid fuel heater in that same utility room or shed. Therefore, clause 9.35, 9.36 do not apply to those particular aspects. Clause 27, you accept and acknowledge that the fencing surrounding the swimming pool may not be in proper working order and condition, may not be in compliance with the local authority's bylaws, and may not be in compliance with the local authority requirements as to the Fencing of Swimming Pools Act. Clause 28, the purchasers acknowledge that you viewed and are satisfied with the terms and conditions set out in the orchard lease agreement. 29, you acknowledge that the entire kiwi fruit crop and proceeds from the 2022 pick belong to the vendors. Clause 30, the vendors confirm that the property complies with local debt standards. 31, the vendors shall manage the property in a good husband-like manner until settlement date. Clause 32, the vendors shall not remove any improvement or fixture from the land. And clause 33, the vendors warrant that the KPIN will be transferred to the purchasers on settlement date, that settlement date being the 23rd of September 2022. Any other additional solutions? Just so you know, it's a little bit laborious, folks, but I do need to go through that for your 100% bidding confidence and clarity. So back to the property itself, you've got the open plan configuration that cascades in absolute harmony to the large entertainers deck and of course that pool. That's where the family are going to love you for buying this property. You've got that fantastic orchard opportunity here, plus that wonderful space for the kids and pets to explore right throughout that 20-odd thousand square metres, and certainly complemented by the double garage and workshop, plus you've got the additional shedding and sleep out that I did make reference to a little bit earlier. Like I said, the goods are plus GST, if any. Where would you like to start me away? Now I know Lester and Dynasty have got some buyers that are showing a bit of interest in the property, what we call B buyers, not quite in a position to bid in cash, but you start me away. Great opportunity here, and an opportunity for you to get in ahead of any of the potential conditional buyers. First call for a start. Second, last chance for cash interest. Close the auction. Those B buyers are going to be pleased to hear from you, Lester, letting them know that the property is still available, and a great option and a great opportunity for somebody in need. Back to you, the auction's now closed. Seventy Drive is the next one, folks. Joanne Hearn and Melissa Kelly have been marketing this property here. Of course, we're moving a little bit closer to town now from Waihi, and we're into we're in Athenry, aren't we? So yeah, that's, if you like that seaside atmosphere, folks, then this one's definitely for you. So situated in that seaside community of Athenry with views from the master bedroom of Bowentown, Matakana Island, and the Kaimai Ranges as well. It's a freehold estate, just 735 square metres of land more or less to look after, all comprised in record of title 250857. You also get an undivided 7th share in 467 square metres as well. Joe, 25th of October 2022, still our settlement date. Bit of flexibility around that. Any other changes to the chattels list? No additions, deletions there. So the home itself, not even 2 years old yet, folks, so you've got all the modern conveniences taken care of there for your modern lifestyle. Additional to the double garages, that fantastic 6x9 shed. So if you've got lots of toys, or you're one of these blokes that likes a big tinkering area, then you've certainly got those facilities here at 17 Stanley Drive. Plus you've got enough off-street parking for the motorhome and the boat. You probably want a boat in this location anyway, being so handy to the water. Set in a nice quiet cul-de-sac of the, amongst other quality homes there. And you've also got nearly a blank canvas for someone to come in and add your flair to the landscaping if you so wish as well. So you see how it's located there in that nice quiet cul-de-sac, folks. So in your hands, 17 Stanley Drive. Again, cash interest, you need to disclose it now or forever hold your peace. Because I don't know what's going on behind the scenes with this one. I'm going to leave it entirely up to Joe and Melissa. First call for a start. Looking for cash interest. Second time. Third, final opportunity. Okay, no cash for this one today, Joe, so hand the property back to you, close the auction, and maybe a bit more work to do there on that one. But I think with the summer months looming, then you're going to get some good activity on that property. Alright, since there's something on the screen, we'll carry on with 237 Mangatapu Road. We'll get back to you with the result on where we move straight after this property, so don't go away. 237 Mangatapu Road, Julie Parkinson, Jan Booth been teaming up from our Bethlehem and Mount office there, so the dynamic duo over here of these two ladies is certainly beneficial to anybody working in the real estate market. Stunningly renovated this property here, where much thought, care, love has been poured into present this home to the absolute highest of standards as well. The legal aspects of it is a freehold estate, 812 square metres of land, more or less. That's a wonderful parcel of land for the kids to be running around as well. SA5A folio 1321 is the reference to the record of title number. Now there was some documentation circulated stating that the settlement date was 20 working days. That's been amended to 60 working days. So opportunity for a few more lotto tickets between now and then. Girls, any changes to the chattels list at all? No changes, no additions, deletions there. Back to the property itself, folks. The native tile flooring has been sanded to provide a modern twist through the kitchen and dining area, and really does offset that sparkling white kitchen cabinetry. Absolutely gorgeous indeed. The living area, well, that flows to the sunny conservatory to welcome visitors. You've got the perfect place to relax and with a book, or perhaps a convenient little second living area that would certainly facilitate that as well. I can think of great things to do in a little location there, especially on a cold winter's day. It'd be absolutely superb. A great place to make those important boardroom decisions as well as a conservatory like this. At the end of the day, the opportunity to relax in the spa pool and let the worries of the world just drive away is here at 237 Mangatapu Road. I'd be happy with a start somewhere in the 9s for this property, folks. Anywhere in the 9s to get me underway. They've got some good interest in the property here. Here in the 9s. First call. Second. Last opportunity. Close the auction. Hand it back to you girls. A little bit more work to do on that one, but I know you've got some people expressing some interest, doing what they call due diligence on the property, and so some late interest there. So good luck with that one. And we go straight back now, folks, to number 16 William Street, where we have a result for you.
There it is. We left the auction room at $1,075,000. That bid has now been amended to $1,140,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, sir? At $1,140,000, ma'am, is the owner. You're instructing me as the auctioneer. I sell to the gentleman over here at $1,140,000. On the market it goes here. I've got it down here, sir.
I'm not the buyer, he is.
I know.
Yeah, okay.
No, that's okay. Right, sir. We're all sus. This is about number 10,548 that I've done, so. But I appreciate your clarification there, though, sir. You're holding the bid there at $1,140,000. My instructions are, on the market it goes. Take anything you want to put on top, folks. First call, second time, third. Last opportunity. It goes, it goes. Sold to you, close to $1,140,000. Congratulations to our sellers. All right, moving on, folks. We're starting to run out of properties, so you'll have to come back next week if you don't buy one of the next few that we've got available. But here's an absolute cracker for you. If you're looking for beachfront, then this would be a very, very difficult property to pass by. 125 Pukahina Parade is the one that I'm talking about here again. Charlotte Garden have been presenting this property here. They say that happiness results from life's simple pleasures, and here, well, all I can do is tell you that they are an absolute full supply, prime waterfront placement, and I can tell you from a personal experience a number of years ago, Pukahina Beach is a wonderful, wonderful place to reside, especially on the beachfront with what it's got to offer. It is a freehold estate, 830 square metres of land is what's on offer for you today. Record of title SA8C folio 432 describes all the legal aspects of it. Now, as far as the channels are concerned, the automatic garage door opener and the security system are both non-operational, but they do stay, so they are as is, no vendor warranties as far as they're concerned. Any other changes to the channels list there, Charlotte? 20 working days is still our settlement date.
Flexible on that too.
Bit of flexibility around that, so talk to Charlotte if you need an alternative date from that one here. But the big advantage of this property, folks, is you've got the multiple alfresco areas that exist with the home there. Now, it's absolutely crystal clear that careful thought went into each of these, offering a variety of choices when enjoying time on the outside, regardless of the elements that you're getting here. So certainly absolutely fantastic. Have a look at this next shot that's coming up on the screen. Just imagine that sort of lifestyle. Absolutely outstanding. You enter the home and it's an encapsulating view that will simply have you hooked from daylight till dark. Wrapping the northern corner, you've got the large window that caters for that superb view that stretches right along the Bay of Plenty coastline as well. The idyllic, truly idyllic spot is this one here at 125 Pukahina Parade, and you really are going to sow some memory-making seeds for years to come by purchasing this property, because you can just pretty much right out in front of home, you can catch your breakfast, lunch and dinner, and the fish actually tastes even better on the barbecue when you know you've caught it from out in front of your own home. Speaking from experience. So, in your hands, Myers, we would like to say go for this one. I'll leave it up to you. Who says go for beachfront? Prime beachfront, I must say. First call, second, last chance to cash interest. Amazing, I would have thought people would have been all over this like flies around the rubbish bin, but they're not. So I'll close the auction, hand it back to you, Charlotte. Now, if you want to know what you need to buy this property, Charlotte is currently in consultation with the vendors on where this property is going to be priced. So talk to Charlotte and she'll help you with that. But it's a great option there, Charlotte. Good luck with that one.
Thanks, Grant.
Welcome. Moving on, next one, 4 Percival Ave. Chris Royal again being on the job with this one here. Certainly a very desirable Matua location where you can walk to the harbour and Ferguson Park. So it's a great option, this particular property, folks. A freehold estate, 636 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. SA 51B, folio 160, describes all the legal aspects of it. Chris, 23rd of September is still our settlement date. Any changes to the channels list? No changes there. Just a quick reminder, folks, that with regards to the limitation of liability, in clause 23, general condition 9.1 is deleted. 9.3, the vendors having not been in occupation make no warranties, and purchasers shall accept the property in its actual state and condition at the time for completion. So pretty standard for vendors having not been in occupation of the property or Percival Avenue. What a location. And in this prime location, you get a warm, sunny home, it's low maintenance, you've got the potential to make some changes to express your own values in the home as well and express who you actually are, but certainly a very tidy property with immediate possession available as well. So lots going for this one here. The solid brick and block home there, highly regarded real estate, particularly given the location of Tilby Drive of Percival Avenue, where you can walk to the Tilby Drive shops. So, and of course, not too far away down the bottom of Tilby Drive, you've got that wonderful Ferguson Park and the waterfront to enjoy as well, all nice and handy to home. So, in your hands, guys, who would like to start my way for this one? Get a bunch of meanies today, haven't you? Who'd like to kick it away? Somebody give me an opening bid? Now we've got some interest in the property. That's 850. Somebody start me away at 850. Alright, I'll start it away for you then. Vendor bid at $850,000, just to give the cash interest the opportunity here today at $850,000, and I'm happy to take a $20,000 rise from here. At $850,000, it takes me to 870. Let's go there quickly now. First call now at 850-000. Second time. Third, last chance for you to join us now at 850, making it 870 if you will. The opportunity is here for you, folks. Are we in or out? Moving along on behalf of the seller then at $870,000. At $870,000, well away from the property's value in this location. We are talking about the Natua Peninsula here at $870,000. A little bit of a myth out there in the marketplace at the moment where sometimes they say it's better to hold on and wait until after auction and negotiate with the vendors. What I can tell you, folks, is in recent weeks we've had people that have done that and they've actually missed out because somebody else has come forward. At 870, it's with me on behalf of the seller at 870, sir, so they need to be 890. 890 is the next move. Here's your opportunity now. $870,000, are we in or out? Here's your chance now. Shaking your head the wrong way, so I can't help you buy real estate when it's going east to west. Got to be north to south here. Absolutely confident we'll do better than this level here at $870,000 at $890. Happy to travel along then on behalf of the vendor at $890. At $890,000. Your opportunity is here, sir. You saw what happened with one of the earlier properties. At $890,000, take me through the 900 threshold. Still away from the property's value at this point in time. At $890. First call now for another $20,000 rise. Second time. Third. Last chance, are we in or out? Chris, I'm quite happy to move it through the 900 threshold at 910. It's with me. Need or bid at 910. If you want to buy the property, you're definitely going to need to be on the northern side of that. So happy to take a bid from you now at this point in time and give you that opportunity to keep discussing with the seller. Otherwise, I'm going to close the auction. Your opportunity is here. At $910,000, are we in or out? Once, twice, last chance, in or out? Oh, sorry, sir, I haven't been able to help you, so I'm going to close the auction. It's now open slightly across. Anyone can come forward with an offer on that property. It's still very much available. Right, my good friend, colleague John Rose has been marketing the second to last property for today. Great option here. I understand we've got some buyers that are still going through their considerations on this one. Yeah, that's right. So 188 Road is the property in question. It's elevated with panoramic views over the Tauranga city and of course right across the suburbs as well, bringing you those gorgeous views by day and night. And of course the property is fully renovated, so absolutely warm as toast as well. It is a freehold estate, 785 square metres of land more or less. 752291 is the record of title number that confirms all the legal aspects. 20 working days from today's date, a bit of flexibility around that. And John, the sparkle doesn't stay, is that right?
No, that's negotiable.
But it is negotiable. So if you want the sparkle, you can enter into discussion, with the seller after the auction, but it is excluded from the sale. Talking about the sparkle, it's about to come up on the screen now.
So just would certainly enter into negotiations with the vendors, because what a wonderful spot to sit at night in the nice hot tub there, looking out over those wonderful views. You've got the spacious outdoor living area surrounded by those beautifully manicured, easy care grounds. Absolutely perfect for those upcoming summer barbecues as well. The home itself, well, it soaks plenty of natural light, and that slight tint in the windows provides adequate privacy from the road as well. So certainly well thought out through the renovation program as well. You've got the large double garaging and workshop space. You've got plenty of off-street parking here, but it really is all about location. Just down the road, you've got the Brookfield shops, and in this location, like I've mentioned with the previous property, you are surrounded by some good quality schooling of all levels, right from the tiny tots right through to college. So, in your hands, buyers, 188 Tauranga Road, cash interest to get first go today. Otherwise, we just keep working with those buyers that are still doing a little bit of homework on the property. First call for an opening bid. Second time. Last chance in or else. Obviously no cash for it here today, John, so I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you, mate. And I'm pretty sure that those buyers that are doing their due diligence at the moment will be pleased to hear from you. Alright, lucky last one for today, folks. 63 Tauranga Memorial Drive. None other than Derek Rosa from our Cameron Road office, being busy out there presenting this property. It's a 2017 Platinum Show Home, so you've absolute quality design and quality finish in a home like this. Something about a show home, folks, everything gets up spec, and there's just that little bit extra attention to detail in the show homes. It is on a freehold 537 square metre site. 748041 is the record of title number that confirms the legal aspects of it. 6th of October 2022, Derek is still our settlement date. Channels list, we had the solar energy system was on the channels list. That has been removed. It does stay, but there is a clause being inserted into the contract. I won't go through it in its entirety, folks, but recently inserted at the request of the vendor solicitor. That clause is just relating to the ownership and transfer of ownership of that solar energy system as well. So just making sure that you are aware of that. Back to the home itself, you've got those spacious crisp white hostess kitchen installed in the property there when it was built in 2017. You've got the walk-in pantry, you've got the large serving areas, so your family chef will be absolutely proud of the delights to be produced in this kitchen. You've got that seamless indoor and outdoor flow for the outside patio for entertaining as well. Additional parking for the boat or the caravan. That's all here in a location, and this particular property at 63 Tauranga Memorial Drive. Now, a popular lakes location is what's on here on offer here. And I think, Derek, the advantage to a location like this is just flat, easy access. There's some nice walkways, cycleways around the lakes. You've got, of course, the Tauranga crossing where there's shopping. Boy, you can really give the credit card an absolute hammering.
Very desirable area.
Do you live there?
I do, and actually,
So there you go. Right, if you want Derek as a close neighbour, then I'm sure.
Very close.
Straight across the road, is it? Oh, well, there you go. It's got to be a good area if Derek lives there, so who'd like to send us away there, folks? Somebody looking for a start now. Last one of the day. If we're still here for the rest of the afternoon, would you keep holding your breath that long? Probably not. Your opportunity now, folks. First call now. Second, last chance in or outs. Obviously no cash today, Derek, so I'll close the auction and hand it back to you. That's all we've got for you today, folks, but we've got another 14 properties coming up next Thursday. We'll see you then.